we're playing through Ragnar Gamma 12 on the piercing track, as well as going through the composition. The Ragnar event is coming to a close, but I wanted to put this video out as an example of how to handle some LRE mechanics. And for those that are struggling to get through this last level of the piercing track, you're welcome. I'll go through the composition at the end of the video, but essentially what I was trying to do is use the worst possible units to get through this. Now, of course it's a really hard track, so easier said than done. If I used too bad of equipment and characters, obviously I'd just get crushed. But if I used all of my best characters with the best items, then I'd just be ripping through this. Right off the bat, you're kind of seeing the main theme of this video, which is using Tyrant Guard as a meat shield, and as much as possible putting our strong ranged units behind him, where they hopefully won't be absorbing that much damage. I tried some turtle strategies off to the right side. I also tried a strategy where I stormed the spawn points. Those didn't work so well. I had the best luck securing this left side bridge and locking it down from there. The key with Tyrant Guard is to keep him planted and keep his passive protecting all of your characters. Now, a lot of the times this will mean that he isn't attacking anything, and sometimes your other melee units aren't attacking anything, but that's just the waiting game you play here. Aside from Tyrant Guard, my Eldrion is D3, so he's my tankiest unit, despite not being really a tanky unit. So he's the furthest forward, and you can see I'm completely shifting Harken back, because he doesn't take much of a beating. Also with Calandis, she just stays planted the whole time. Since she has Overwatch, she's going to get shots up, so she doesn't need to move up and get aggressive. And if anyone happens to come too close and melee her, well, she's just going to blast them with her passive. You can see the drones are doing their job. They're getting in the way, they're blocking shots, they're eating lots of damage, which keeps everyone else alive. And for the drones that keep alive, they're putting the hurt down. At this spot, I'm just kind of contemplating if I was going to move Calandis or not. There's getting to be quite a few units around her, so maybe it'd be safer to retreat. But at the same time, if you keep her planted, then she's got her heavy weapon trait. In the end, I do opt to keep her planted. She's able to take someone out with melee, and because I've got Show in there, I can kind of clear out the stuff around her. And if the other guy decides to take a swing at her, which she doesn't, she'd be fine. It's also really highlighting another LRE MVP in Show, where he just keeps spawning drones, which it's not really a heal, but in a sense it's kind of a pseudo heal because he's putting new HP onto the field all the time. He keeps spawning them, people keep attacking them, but then he keeps spawning more drones. My Tyrant Guard doesn't have any defensive items on him equipped. He is D3, but you can see his health is slowly ticking down. And that's kind of what happens when you don't have a healer. Same thing with Harken. Despite sitting in the defensive aura of Tyrant Guard the whole time, he's just getting clipped more and more. You can see Godswill and Thoriad rolled up into my face, so I kind of prioritized taking them out as soon as possible. They end up hitting really hard, so I don't want to be taking any more hits from them than I need to. And as you can see, Eldrion is already at half health. And now we have the last two characters on the field, Helbrecht and Jaeger, so they also do quite a bit of damage, especially with Jaeger locking our units down and Helbrecht bumping out his buff on everyone on the field. So at this stage I knew Harken was going to be a goner, so kind of determining what I wanted to do with him. I knew if I rolled in with him straight on, I would take out at least one person. Maybe I'd get another one with Let the Galaxy Burn, but if I separate him, then at least I'd pull some away from my other units and give a little bit of extra space. Now Eldrion is next up. He's dipping way low, but fortunately we are getting very close to the end. This is the last wave, so no more units spawning, and we're about to take out the last of the strong characters. At this stage I was kind of just counting out the last of the hits as well as the drones I have on the field. I didn't want to finish off everyone because I want to keep this level open because I want to make some videos to plan for some other events. The Mephiston event is coming up next, so I'll be doing a bunch of videos to get ready, so make sure you're looking out for those, but at this stage we pretty well have it wrapped up. We'll do a quick jog through the composition here. So this is all the gear I had on as we were playing it. Most of it is legendary gear, but not all fully upgraded. And like I said earlier, Tyrant Guard wasn't wearing anything. Thanks for watching, I hope the video was helpful. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next one.